Hello everyone, it's Don Hartman again. Thought I'd give you an update on my garden. Decided to switch it up a little instead of rushing through the garden and giving you an update on everything we're growing. Kind of break it into parts and maybe get a little more detailed on what we're doing and what's growing. So today I'm going to show you the volunteer plants and the tomatoes. So go ahead and get you started here. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. Start with the volunteer plants. These are growing on the side of the house near the composter, which I imagine that's how the seeds got here. But no idea what they were, and it's about 1:32 and the sun's already almost done for the day. There's like 3 or 4 plants growing here, and it's finally got some fruit on it, so I'm getting an idea of what I have. The first one over here has the classic shape of the butternut squash. I got 2 of those going, but these are much bigger than the butternut squash, which are growing over on the side of the house. So don't know if it's just healthier or what the deal is. The other one that's got fruit on it doesn't exactly look like a butternut squash. The skin kind of does, but it doesn't have that hourglass shape on it. So not really sure what that is, but it's got, looks like 2 fruit on it so far. The really small one's starting to grow up there. But these are very healthy, and I guess, Callie Kim mentioned that volunteer plants are the healthiest, and I have to agree with her, because that is a couple healthy looking plants there. Okay, and over here got some tomatoes going. Not sure on all the varieties. I did a really bad job of marking them this year, but I'm starting to figure out what they are. This one I'm thinking is a black crim. It's got a couple ripening on there. Starting to do pretty well, putting on a lot of tomatoes. This one grew quite big before it started putting the tomatoes on, but starting to get some on there now. This one is a paste tomato, and these all my paste tomatoes have clusters on the bottom, and this one's starting to put more up on the top too. But these are supposed to be really prolific, so I'm hoping they kind of pick up in production. They've kind of been slower to take off than the other varieties. And I have a purple bumblebee here, which is doing really well, starting to put on a lot of tomatoes. And not surprised by it, I guess to be expected. These are growing larger here than the ones in the container. So some of these could probably even be picked soon. I might harvest later today. And here I have a purple Russian. It started off bad, so I didn't take care of it. I haven't put it up, but it's starting to get clusters of tomatoes, and maybe I should try to stake it up and make something out of these. But anyway, this is a variety I'm not sure about. Thinking it might be a super steak burpees, but I'm not sure. It's got some putting on, not a very nice looking one, but I'm getting a lot of tomato plants that are putting flowers on and they're just falling off, like this one here. Okay. This plant, not really sure what this one is either. It started off late. I just had a little extra room. I think it was a seedling that I was going to get rid of and just threw it in. It's rebounded pretty well. I really wish I knew the varieties to tell you guys, but this one's starting to put on tomatoes. This might be the Gregory's Altai. This one started off with a lot of green too before it started putting tomatoes on. So hopefully that'll pay off. This one looks like it needs to be tied up a little bit. The way I've been tying them up is basically I got the tall stakes, as you can see, popping up every now and then. I do it every 2 or 3 plants, and then just basically run the string across and try to feed the plant up through it. it works okay. It's not really holding it up a lot. Every now and then I'll tie a plant up that I want to make sure that it makes it. Got some tomatoes going in here. I honestly have no idea what varieties these are until they start ripening. I know I got some Kellogg's Breakfast in here. This is a paste tomato. Got one ripening down here. This is a volunteer plant I pulled out of the ground, and it started off rough. And then I went ahead, put it in anyway, and it's starting to produce. Pretty sure that's just a cherry tomato. Okay, this one has got me stumped. It is a huge plant. It's got 10, 15 branches coming up. No tomatoes. Nice and green, no tomatoes. It gets flowers on it all the time, and they just fall off, and it makes no tomatoes. So if it ever starts producing, I'm hoping it's going to be quick and productive. So that's that one there. Another Snow White tomato plant. This whole corner, I think it's 3 different Snow White tomato plants. That one I think is Purple Bumblebee. I should start getting quite a bit, but the Snow White has been the best plants so far. Got plenty of them on there. Plenty of them starting to ripen. We'll be eating plenty of white cherry tomatoes. And next to it, I got this is the Purple Bumblebee. And I've been eating some of these, and these are actually pretty good. Got a couple of them ripening back here. This has been pretty productive. This one had a lot of leaf curl in the beginning, but it didn't seem to bother it much. It's one of my more productive plants. Here's my Kellogg's Breakfast. All my plants are doing well, but this does have one ripening. Not sure if it's completely ripe yet, if I can pick that. I am really looking forward to that one. So I have that one soon. And next to that, I have a Sioux tomato. Got plenty of those on here. This is a very productive plant, and it just puts on a ton of tomatoes. They're ready to come off. And it's a nice clean tomato, nice round, very few blemishes. Got a good flavor to it. And that one's putting on a lot of tomatoes. All over the place on there. So you should get plenty of those. Another paste tomato plant, starting to put on a lot of tomatoes. Got one ripening down on the bottom there. So they're all starting to do pretty well right now. This one here, not sure what this one is either. I'm going to have a better way of marking them. This might be an Altai. Gregory's Altai. I think that one might be there. I'm not sure. So these are all starting off a little bit slower than the other ones, but they're doing okay. Starting to pick up a little bit. And then finally, these are the ones in the front. I have my Purple Bumblebee I had in my container, and this, if you go back to my earlier videos, was my best looking plant, and it is just completely fallen apart. The leaves aren't looking good. It's putting on pathetic tomatoes, and some are ripening, but they're hardly even bite-sized. So I don't know what happened to this plant. Not sure if I'll do this one again next year or not. I have the Patio Hybrid here. This one has had some problems with blossom end rot. It looks like some of them are finally starting to ripen here. I'll pick those off tomorrow and give them a taste test, see if they're any good. And my last container one is also a Patio Hybrid. It's doing pretty well. Got some tomatoes on it. From the pictures I saw, I expected a lot more, so maybe it'll pick up later, but Okay, next I'll take you over to the side yard and show you what's going on there with the tomatoes. Okay, and here are the side yard tomatoes. And the first one over here is the Snow White. This one gets blocked by the big old pine tree and the house from sun, so I'm not really expecting a lot out of this one, but getting a few on there. Better than nothing, right? Okay. Let's see. This one here, which also is up on the side of the house. Not growing as well as the ones in the front, but that's to be expected. This is also a Snow White. This one did really well with the starting the seedling, so I have a whole bunch of these. That one doesn't have a ton of tomatoes, but enough to snack on. This one here, still trying to figure out what this guy is. It's growing a little bit bigger. Cherry tomatoes. I'm wondering if this is a patio hybrid. And it's got a few clusters on it. It's looking good. And this here is the Sioux tomato. This one, like the one in the front, is putting on a bunch of tomatoes. This is turning out to be a really good producer. It puts clusters on more like than any other tomato plant I've really ever grown. So it's got quite a few on there. I think down in here somewhere is one starting to ripen. Nice big one. I'm not sure if you can see it there, but taking him soon. This plant here, no idea what it is, but it is starting to put on a few tomatoes, so maybe they'll make it, and someday I'll know what kind of plant this was. This one I'm not sure either. I'm thinking this might be a Gregory's Altai. But it's not looking too bad. It's got a nice little cluster up here of tomatoes. So it's not doing too bad. And then here's another Snow White, because you just can't have enough white cherry tomatoes. This one I'm not staking up very much at all. It's starting to grow pretty well. I'm just going to let it climb up my leftover compost area. Okay, well that is my tomato plant update. And I'll try to, hopefully in the next few days here, get pepper update. And thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe and leave any comments, questions, or anything like that. You know, anything you would like to see, I can start putting on the videos, and talk to everyone later. Thanks.